gonna go right now over to customer service, which is that built. Let me try to get it in the frame. It's kind of over there. So I'm gonna go in line and renew my DAS, so that way I can go on the rides. As many of you are aware, Universal Orlando and Universal Hollywood now relies upon the IBCCES in order to screen guests with disabilities. I've made many videos on this and why I don't feel that this is ADA compliant, but I wanted to talk about in this video that the AAP, or the Attraction Assistance Pass, that Universal Orlando and Universal Hollywood all had, was always not accessible. It always had obstacles that were not really ADA compliant. It always was not really accessible to people with disabilities. And this was before the IBCCES policy then started to be part of the screening process. So right now, the way Universal Orlando has it is that you have to get approval from the great IBCCES, and then you still have to go to guest services every visit the way you did before, because the AAP was only good for 14 days, in order to get your Attraction Assistance Pass, which is that orange booklet that you see people using. And apparently there was always a gold one. The AAP before IBCCES, as well as today, because it still exists, it's just that you have to go through now another screening element instead of going to guest services, was always and still is very inaccessible to people with disabilities. For example, at Disney with the daspass. Hey guys, I am at Epcot right now. It is a really pretty day. Can you see the ball behind me? That is Epcot. So this is a digital system that you use through the your Magic Band. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and renew my DAS pass. I could get into that a little bit later, but I do use the DAS system, and I can explain why I need that a little bit later. But I'm very grateful that Disney offers that service, because without it, I would not be able to go on the rides. But I'm gonna go right now over to customer service, which is that built. Let me try to get it in the frame. Kind of over there. So I'm gonna go in line and renew my DAS, so that way I can go on the rides. There is an app online. You are able to talk to someone ahead of time. You're able to talk to a cast member ahead of time for many attractions and pre-set up DAS appointment times. You can go on the app when you're in the park, and it's all through a digital system. With Universal Orlando, they never had a digital system. So for example, if you were at the front of the park and you wanted to get a comeback time using the AAP, you would have to walk to the location, even if it was very far and very difficult for you to get there involving your disability, go and get the comeback time, then go somewhere and wait, and then walk back. And depending on where somewhere may be, that for example, you walk to a ride and you have to then walk another 20 minutes to find somewhere to sit down and then walk back, that was never accessible. So that was the first element regarding the Attraction Assistance Pass, is that back before IBCCES, as well as today, because you still have to get the booklet from guest services after you get the great IBCCES approval, is that the Attraction Assistance Pass was never actually accessible, because they never went digital, and they made you really go out of your way. And it wasn't just necessarily a mobility issue. It could have been not just a mobility issue, it was also a distance issue, walking to back and forth in order to get the comeback time and all that. And then you have to find a cast member if there's someone standing there that can help you with that. And then the other element that was never accessible about the Attraction Assistance Pass, when you look at the card, it actually says on the AAP that in the event you lose your AAP booklet, the card, because they would never go digital, that they will not give you a new one, which makes absolutely no sense. What if your handbag is taken? What if your disability, related to your disability, you misplace the booklet? What if you just lose it? What if because of your disability you became forgetful and you lost it? And what they're saying is that if you misplace your AAP booklet, you're not getting another one for your trip. So that doesn't sound very ADA accessible in itself. And again, what I've been talking about with the IBCCES, beyond the fact that it's not ADA compliant, is that many people are commenting on my channel saying, I can't get in touch with my doctor. My doctor went away on vacation, or I need to go see a new doctor, and it's going to take a month to get an appointment. And now this doctor is requesting that I see them 5-6 times before, if and when they're willing to put something in writing. And what about the cost of each of those appointments, and then the cost of the doctor's note? So we have, in order to gain accessibility at the parks, you have to plan for this as if you're taking a standardized test. Like, oh, I know I'm going to Universal in a year from now. I better start on that AAP process now, or otherwise I won't have accommodations. And what Universal is saying is that they don't have accessibility for spur of the moment people. So the ADA says that you're treated the same way as everyone else. So that would mean that if a guest decides a week ahead of time, they want to go to Universal Studios, a week ahead of time, or the day of, they live in Orlando, they want to go to Universal, they will not have accommodations at Universal. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound very ADA compliant. So yeah, I am making videos on this because I think it's important as someone who uses disability passes at theme parks, because I do have a hidden disability, and as someone who has used the AAP, and I've used the daspass at Disney for years.
Then we got Goofy right there. You see?
So we just went into Epcot, and there's a ton of construction happening here. So this is the Spaceship Earth ride, which I affectionately call the Great Golf Ball. And it's saying, it's not showing on the screen because of the, I don't know why, with the camera, but it's 25-minute wait. And I really don't think this is a 25-minute wait unless they're...
And I've used the daspass at Disney for years. I think it's really important for me to be sharing my story and giving my opinion on something that is so important for people who have disabilities and need disability access at theme parks.
This is the line for the Nemo ride. I love the Nemo ride. I would say Nemo is my favorite ride.
Shopping and food, and we have that nice Dr. Seuss that's down there. It's all good.
The best ride ever. This is Figment. I'm pretty sure they tried to take away Figment.
Okay, so I just got a Powerade from Club Cool. There is my Powerade because it is so hot out that
Here's the Flower Garden display, guys. It says right there, Flower Garden 2022. It's down there. I mean, Epcot is the type of place that you need days. You could need 2 weeks.
But now I am headed home. I bought a pizza. It is super, super hot out. My car does not have air conditioning, but I am making do. So I am headed home now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please feel free to share your story or your opinion in the comments. As always, I have Patreon and YouTube channel memberships with exclusive content on both of those sites, on both of those. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you soon in my next video. And
hot, so I think that is it for today. We are going to probably end the vlog here, and I hope you guys enjoyed my fun day here at Epcot. And I will see you guys soon in my next video, and bye.